Hi, this is Dr. Carmichael. I'm with Patty Shairs. Patty, where are we right now? Tell us a little bit about where are we?
We're in Portland, Maine.
Portland, Maine.
Portland, Maine.
And you have been introduced to the iMRS 2000 here in the last how many months?
The last 3 months.
The last 3 months.
By my chiropractor.
Okay. Now, you have a unique health history. Would you tell us a little bit about your journey with your health?
Let's see, about 7 years ago, I was diagnosed with MS. I started having some issues with walking. Drop foot is my main issue, and my gait. I have some problems with stiffness, mostly at night. It can be very severe. My energy was starting to really deteriorate.
In what ways? How did that affect you?
Well, I guess I still work full time, and I would come home from work and probably need to lay down and take a nap. I would, if I was going shopping, I'd need to sit down, or I would need to only do a little bit, and then have to stop, or shopping. I have anytime there's an electric cart in shopping, I need to use one of those.
Yeah.
Any type of long distance walking is difficult.
Very difficult for you.
And it tires me out, so it's, I didn't want to have to use the carts, but in order to keep my energy, I use them. So
Okay.
that's one of the other problems. Other than that, cognitively, things are well with me. I don't have a lot of plaque in my brain. It's mostly in my upper neck and some in my lower spine, but
Okay.
Other than that.
All right. And then a few months ago,
you were
introduced to the iMRS 2000.
I have seen a chiropractor for the last 5 years of my life, and I've been working with him and another doctor, and trying to detox the body and with different things and everything. And this particular chiropractor brought in the iMRS 2000, and I actually tried it every Friday for 8 minutes, and then I tried 16 minutes. And so the first time I noticed, I just seemed to feel better that afternoon after using it. I had a little bit more energy, and so then the next week I would go in, I tried again, and I would seem to feel just a little bit more better. I would just feel more energetic. Then we purchased the iMRS about roughly 2 months ago. And right away I noticed a difference. Now I use it 3 times a day. I use it before I go to work, when I get home from work, and right before I go to bed.
Nice.
And the first thing that I noticed right away was my core is much stronger. I stand much straighter. I was noticing that when I do use my cane, that I was more hunched over, and so I noticed right away the core of my body is stronger. I still continue to do yoga, I still continue to swim, and I still continue to eat, stay away from certain things, etc. But so that changed. My energy, though, is major. I'm no longer taking naps after work. I don't need to take naps after work. I actually babysit my 2-year-old grandson, Grayson, a couple afternoons, and I'm able to keep up with him. I'm not running after him, but I have the energy to play with him, to go out with him. It's the energy level is amazing. It's totally different from what I was dealing with before. The stiffness, I was noticing a couple of months ago that I was starting to get stiff in my core, stiffer in other parts of my body. That's somewhat relieved. It's not as severe as it was. When I get tired and when I get, I guess tired, weaker or whatever, I notice it. And then I also notice when I get home from work, I need to go on the mat. I just feel better. When I get off it, I'm more energetic. The stiffness is more relieved. And again, I have more energy.
Did you have any spasms associated with your MS?
I do have, I did have a spastic reaction that is relieved. I also, I don't know if it's my body or how other MS people feel, but I can feel inflammation.
Okay.
There's certain things that I have to stay away from, food, certain things like that. Heat is really difficult for me. But I've noticed that feeling of inflammation isn't as, that's all I can explain it, that inflammation is more relieved
Okay.
that I've
Now,
noticed.
we know the iMRS 2000 is a wellness device. It's not designed to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease or illness. Certainly not a cure for MS. You still have MS.
Right. I do.
But what would you say to people out there who are watching this video, who have MS, who are considering using the iMRS 2000 as a supportive measure for their overall wellness and health? What would you say to them about the iMRS
Well,
2000?
I would highly recommend it. I mean, I've only used this mat now for 3 months, and I've noticed significant energy level. The sleeping is better. I'm not using my cane all the time as I was before. There are still things that I need to do, but I highly recommend it for, first of all, your energy level. And sleeping, my sleeping is better. That's another thing that I've noticed. Because at night, what would happen to me is the stiffness, in getting into a deep sleep, the stiffness would wake me up. So the sleep is better.
So undisrupted sleep.
Yes. So what I am looking forward to is to even feeling better, to be more energetic, for my body to feel stronger, and I just think also that I did try medical, the MS medical protocols for MS,
Right?
and they made me sicker. So I did stop those, and I just feel healthier. I feel I have a better quality of life. I guess that's what I would say. I'm just another thing is that I'm much more relaxed. I have a much better sense of peace about myself, even with my reactions to everyday things that might come up. I just have a much calmer sense to myself. And I've also noticed that with my daughter, who also uses it 3 times a day.
Okay.
And she's also had amazing results with it.
Okay.
She was diagnosed with ADD, and she is now in college full-time, doing AB work, is more focused. She's raising a 2-year-old son on her own. I think my results are amazing, but when I see her and I see the accomplishments that she has done for herself, and she's also only been using the mat for 3 months.
3 months.
It's
Now,
amazing.
And your daughter has adult ADD,
Yes.
attention deficit disorder.
Yes.
Any hyperactivity involved with that?
No.
Just the ADD. She's using the iMRS 2000 with the Sound Light Relax system?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yep.
And she's more focused, and she's...
More
what
focused.
would she say?
And I think so, the other thing with her is that I've noticed also a more sense of peacefulness. Not going from A to Z in, 2 seconds.
Yeah.
She can just focus better, and
Right.
and the schoolwork is just the studying.
Sure.
She was never able to do that in high school. That
Yep.
focus was never there in high school. Wished I had this when she was
Back
in high
then.
school.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So,
So-
I mean, I know the difference with my own body, but for me to see that for her is amazing.
Yeah, that's cool.
Amazing.
Well, thank you very much, Patty,
You're
for
welcome.
taking the time. I appreciate
you.
this. This is Dr. Joel Carmichael. Thank you guys for watching this. Again, the iMRS 2000 is a wellness device. It's not designed to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease or illness, but it does profoundly impact the quality of life of people. All right?
Amen.
So, yeah.